I should also mention that the Death Knight also took one step back as well for his activation. Alright, let's start that next round. We're all slowed. Two of us are poisoned. I'm going to start off with Thorgar. First card we're going to use is Purify, and we're going to use it on ourselves. We're going to heal the 1 damage that we have on us and all body conditions. That means we're no longer slowed, and we also are no longer poisoned. We were going to check out that Story Event 3, but I think instead we're going to help our comrades. We're going to turn around, take 3 steps into here, and we're going to attack that Succubi. We're going to power up our Thunderstrike. So we're going to spend 5 soul shards. We're going to go down to 15. Is this worth it? I don't know. I think it's going to be, because look at this. If we get 1 star, we can also hit the Death Knight with this attack. We're also going to bless ourselves. We're just going to do the level 1, so we get +1 to our attack. And we're going to drink our Polyjuice potion, so that's going to make us considered 5 characters, so that means we dominate that Succubi. We have 3 automatic successes from the weapon. We are going to dominate then for 4. We're going to spend our first action to focus for 5. And then the bless is 6. We're rolling 1 red, 3 blue. We're looking for a star. Come on, I see no stars. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our Divine Aid and re-roll both of these. Come on. Come on, stars. There we go. We got a star. So this one's useless. But this means we have an area effect of 1, so we can also hit that Death Knight. First things first, let's draw our criticals for each of them. So this is for the Succubi that we're attacking. She will have -1 hit for the rest of the game. Well, hopefully that's not going to matter. I'm hoping I'm going to take her out. And then for the Death Knight, he will also have -1 hit for the rest of the game. This states before defending, unless saved, the hero attack causes -2 hits. We'll roll 2 dice for our save due to Icarus, and we get a star. Yes, so that means we are not charmed. Technically, we do have a KO, but unfortunately, we're not going to be able to KO her because she is flying. So she has 3 magic armor, so that's going to take away 3 of our hits. 1, 2, 3. Then she has 1 regular armor, so it's going to get rid of this one. And then we hit her for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, so almost half her health. For the Death Knight, though, we do get to knock him over, so that means he has no regular armor. So we did knock him over. That is awesome. He will lose 2 of the successes with this magic armor, so that's 2, +1 because we're not dominating that specific area. So we've lost 3 of them, but then we get to hit him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total damage, 6 out of 13. Let's then go ahead and use our Blessed Hammers here and attack that Succubi. So this is action 2. We have our Bless for our 1 auto success. We're dominating right now for our second one, and we get a regular success with the hammers themselves. So we'll roll 1 red and 1 blue, and we got an SS. Do I want to re-roll that? Yeah, let's use our Divine Aid to re-roll that. And we get a star. Ooh, we could blind her. First of all, though, we need to see if we save. If we don't save, it's -2. Bummer. We didn't save, so we have -2 hits. So we'll remove this. We're hitting her for a total of 1, 2, 3 damage. She has 1 armor. Let's go ahead and do the critical instead of the blind here. So I'm going to draw from the bag. And what does she get? Oh, she's going to be blinded. Yeah, so she's not going to do much on her turn if I don't kill her. So with these 3 points of damage, she'll actually take 2 of them. So she now has 7 damage out of 11. We have 1 more action. Let's try this again. We have our 3 automatic successes. Let's give these a roll. And we have 2 more lightning bolts and 2 more hits. Let's first see if we can save. Come on, I need a star. I need a star. Sweet, I save so I don't lose any of these successes. Then let's draw another critical. Yeah, come on, come on. We're going to just kill her here. Oh, -1 armor. That means she has no armor for this. That is great. That means we just hit her for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage plus the 7. That is enough. She's gone. Just took her out. So we're going to gain 4 soul shards. So we'll go back up to 19. And she'll drop a loot token, which we will be able to pick up. And that is 20 crowns. That turn was pretty sweet, if you ask me. We have activate all red enemies, otherwise activate all lowest rank. We have our green Dark Knight. I keep calling them Dark Knight. It is Death Knight, you guys. Death Knight. So we're looking within range 0 and 1. That will just be Thorgar that they can see. If charged, it's not charged, you gotta use that. Otherwise, move to engage and attack with a Battle Sword. So here's Battle Sword, 2 auto hits, 2 red dice. Oh, yeah, and he's not gonna dominate because right now Thorgar's considered to be 5 characters. So he will not dominate, but it'll be 2 auto, 2 red, 1 blue, with the potential of critical and lethal 2. So after being knocked over by that Thunder Strike, he's going to get up and jump into this area. He has his 2 auto hits, rolling 2 red and 1 blue, and he gets all lightning bolts, and he gets the star. So lightning bolt is a critical. Let's see what Thorgar gets for his critical. We'll draw this one. Oh, he gets knocked over. That means he will not have his armor. Granted, he wouldn't have his armor anyways. Actually, he cannot be knocked over right now. He's considered flying. Take that. You try and critical me, but I am flying until the next time phase. Boom. But the attack is a lethal 3, and he's doing 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. I have 1 magic armor to block one of them, but the other 2 are going to go directly through. So Thorgar's going to take 2 points of damage. And then we have 1 more that we haven't accounted for because 1 we blocked here, and here's the other 2. We have 1 more there. We have no armor because he's negated 1 armor. So just roll 1 blue die for defense, and we get a shield, so we're good. We're going to have Ariel go next. She has some bandages, so she's going to use this to heal her 1 point of damage and her slow condition. With that, all she'll do is take 1 step here, and she's going to attack this Death Knight. Shall we have some fun? I think so. We have a total of 3 automatic successes. We dominate thanks to Thorgar's awesome ability of the Polyjuice Potion, and we're going to focus. So we have a total of 5 successes. Now don't forget, he normally would be resistant to all but blunt attacks, but we ignore all enemy resistances with this. We're going to use our level 5, rolling 2 red and 4 blue, and let's see what we get. This is not bad at all. Looking here, we're hitting him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total damage. With our lightning bolt, we're ignoring his armor. He only had 2 armor. He has 7 damage here. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, dead, 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 dead. He is totally gone. Now there is one thing, you guys, I forgot. I forgot about this, the flaming weapon. So when he attacked Thorgar, he does not get the +1 additional damage because we did take care of that with this, but we should have given Thorgar a fire 2. So Thorgar will have to take fire damage for the next 2 rounds. That's okay. He can handle that. We just took him out. He will put us up to 24 total soul shards, which is great, and he's going to drop a loot token. So let's go ahead and grab one of those, and we have 50 crowns. That will be placed in Thorgar's location. Well, I would say that was a successful round. What do you guys think? Icarus is last to go. All he's going to do is move here, pick up these coins, because this is all free. He can only do 1 action, and that action is going to be the move action. He can't do any other actions because he is slowed. So he's going to move there for 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think after that he's just going to end his turn, so that way he can discard the slowed that he has on him. At the end of the round, we'll discard our Evil Ground event card. Oh, I did not like that card. That really hurt us. And then we'll start the next round. During that time phase, Icarus will gain 2 magic armor. Thorgar will gain 1. Thorgar will take 1 point of damage, and then his fire will go down to a 1. So he has a total of 3 points of damage. And Icarus here would take 2, but then heal 1, so he'll just take 1 point of damage. Let's tick down all of our powers. This is looking pretty nice. We have Icarus and all of his powers are back. Ariel will have her magic bolt back. Her dancing lights are back. Yeah, I'm excited. Now what we'll do is we'll see if we can save for this poison and then start the next round. We're hoping for a star here, and we do not get it. So Icarus is going to continue to have his poison too. Let's go ahead and start this round with Icarus, and he'll simply move onto Story Event 3 for his first movement point. The dungeon room gives way to a courtyard dotted with gravestones. Connected to the courtyard, a pyramid rises before the party, a temple of evil doom, surrounded by putrid swamps as far as the eye can see. A ghostly white mist seeps from the temple's entrance, covering the ground of the gloomy, spooky graveyard. The temple's doors is surrounded by a weird magical halo. As the heroes approach, green bolts of eldritch energy shoot from the door and hit the graves of several long-dead knights. At once, the earth beneath the graves trembles, and the walking dead rise. Powerful death knights surrounded by the same magical veil that envelopes the temple's doors. The skeletal knights leave their graves and assail the party. Of course they do. Place the double seal green Death Knight over location A, and place the double seal blue Death Knight over location B. Each time one of the 2 Death Knights reaches 0 HP, instead of dying it remains in play. Go to 6.26. If there are less than 3 heroes, I can ignore that. If there are more than 4 heroes, I can ignore that as well. Remove the star spawn gate from the quest. Here we have our blue Death Knight and our green Death Knight, and you can see there's a double seal. Each of them will gain 2 powers. So our first one for the blue Death Knight will be when defending +2 blue dice. And we have, +2 magic armor. And then for the green one, we have in each time phase heal 3 HP to self, and then we also have flying. This enemy gains flying, and in each time phase it goes airborne, which means that only other flying characters, or characters who attack range, I should say, will be able to attack them. And that would be only until their next activation. We've only done 1 movement so far, so let's go ahead and do movement 2 and 3, and move ourselves into this area with the blue Death Knight. First thing we're going to do is use our Avenger's Plate action. Once per round, all enemies in your area suffer 1 HP and KO. All heroes in your area heal 1 HP. So I'll go from having 2 points of damage down to 1, and then I will put that 1 point of damage onto the Death Knight, and since I'm doing the blue one, the whole reason I'm doing the blue one is because I can actually KO him. He's not flying. So I'm going to KO him, and that's going to negate his 2 armor. He's still going to be considered 1 character, but I'm considered 2, so I double as well, so I'll also dominate him. Nice. Then I'm going to go ahead and use my aggressive stance here, and I'm going to use the level 4 here and give myself +2 attack, but I'm going to negate all of my armor. Oof. But basically, that's just going to take care of the fact that he is resistant to non-blunt attacks, so now that won't be the case. Then let's go ahead and attack him, and for my first attack, I'll use my ruby. I currently have 3 auto successes. I'm dominating for 4. I'm going to spend my second action to focus for 5, and with my aggressive stance, I get +2. I'll remove this +2 because he's resistant, and I'm going to roll 2 red and 1 blue die. Come on, let's hit him hard. Let's hit him hard. That's not good, but I did get a +1 on him because I have a lightning bolt. So I am hitting him for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage. Now, he has a total of 4 magic armor, so he'll get rid of all 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I didn't fire him either because I didn't get any stars. Bummer. He now gets to roll 2 blue dice for defense, and he blocks 1. That's it. So then we did a whopping 2 points of damage to him. That's okay, though. That's only my first attack. For our third and final action, we'll use our Accurate Strike. So this means we get to attack again using our same weapon. So we have our 3 auto successes from our weapon. We dominate for 4, and then we have our +2 because of our aggressive stance. But we're going to have to remove those 2 because this is not a blunt attack. But now he has no magic armor. So we're going to go right through him, minus, of course, the 2 blue dice that he gets to roll. And we get a total of 1, 2, 3 more hits on him. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total damage. 7 damage coming his way. I was really hoping for an SS, but you never know. Then I'll roll these 2 for defense, and neither of those are considered defense, so I just dealt him 7 damage, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus the 3 is 10. He only has 3 health remaining. Let's now draw our encounter card, and we get activate all purple, otherwise activate all highest ranking. Well, that's that blue one that we just knocked over. Looking here, he'd look to see if within range 2 he sees a faith enemy or a faith hero. He's not going to see that. So then he's just going to use the ice sphere on Icarus. And that's it. He's not going to do the otherwise. So that is 1 auto success, 3 red, 3 blue. He could slow. AoE isn't going to matter. So, I mean, that's not terrible, actually. He has 1 auto success, rolling 3 red and 3 blue. This is going to hurt. Looking at this roll, we have a lightning bolt and a star. The star's not going to matter, but the lightning bolt is going to cause Icarus to be slowed. So that means next round, Icarus isn't going to be able to do much. Icarus is then getting hit for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage. And I have no armor. So I'm going to roll 4 blue dice, and let's see what I get. Wow. I had no defense there, but fortunately I rolled a star, so I can reroll all of these. And I block 2 of them. So I'll block these 2, and that means I get hit for 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage plus the 1 on me. That means I have 5 points of damage. Ariel is going to go ahead and go next. She's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, move to here. She's going to spend her first of her 2 actions to target an enemy and discard up to 2 of their magic armor, and she's going to gain that. So she's going to gain that from the green Death Knight. She's then going to move into this area, the same area as the Death Knight, and of course the Death Knight should be standing up. Sorry, I missed that. He's no longer KO'd. And then she is going to do some damage. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use our Mystic Scepter, but we're going to spend 2 soul shards, and we're going to power this up. So we're going to flip it over here. We have 2 auto successes then, 1 red and 3 blue dice. We're going to focus, so that's going to give us an additional success. This is not a blunt attack, so I'm not even putting out the 2 auto here, because we're going to lose those. We're rolling 1 red and 3 blue. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! We need lots of damage. Great. We just dealt 3 points of damage, and we're going to ignore his armor. I was going to use Dancing Lights, but I thought, well, it's likely I'll roll a star. So he's going to roll 2 blue dice for defense, and he gets no defense. That is perfect. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. We just dealt him 4 damage. He has 10 damage on him. That will kill him, but instead of killing him, we go to 6.26. The Death Knight falls under the blows of the heroes, and the green flames in his eyes fade as the bones fall to the ground. Marcus observes the bones and then says, "The seal! The knights must be connected to the seal that bars the temple's entrance. If the Death Knight is in waypoint X's area, go to 6.3, otherwise go to 6.28. As the bones fall to the ground, the green flames become stronger, and the skeleton rises once again as a Death Knight. Marcus yells, "The necromantic sorcery animating this creature is too powerful. Without the gods' help, these knights will know no rest. If we can take the bones back to their tomb, I can try to dispel the necromantic powers that bind them and leave the knights to this final rest." Instead of dying, this Death Knight heals 3 HP and refreshes its magic armor. It's going to get 4 magic armor back and 3 health. Brutal. Okay, so that obviously means we need to push them to waypoint X's area, which, by the way, is at least right next to the Blue Knight. So if I could bash him into that area and kill him, I might have a chance. I have my shape change. My shape change will allow me to attack him for 3 red dice and 1 auto success, but it's not a blunt attack. Ugh. I do also have my magic bolt. Ooh, my magic bolt would get him 1 away. Okay, let's take the chance. Well, this is definitely a stretch, you guys. What I'm going to do is use my shape change here. I'm also going to use my Dancing Lights. I'm going to use the level 4, so he has no armor. We have 1 auto success here, but this is a non-bash attack, so overall I have a -1 to my successes. I'll roll these up. I did a total of 1, 2, 3 points of damage. I'll take this one away, and that will negate this. So I'm hitting him for 2 points of damage. That will just take out 2 of his magic armor out of the 4 that he has. Yeah, that's not great. I could bash him out of my area, but I'm actually going to leave him where he is in case he doesn't activate, because then Thorgar could maybe try and actually take him out. I am, though, still going to magic bolt him. So I can use this. That will cause him to suffer 2 HP. So he only had 3 health, so he only has 1 health remaining, you guys. Hopefully we can do this. He's at 12. We need 13. We'll flip our encounter card, and we have activate all wounded enemies. Well, yeah, it's going to be that blue Death Knight. He's just simply going to attack with the Cursed Sword. He's going to attack the one that's most wounded since he has 2 people in his area, and that will be Icarus, unfortunately. But he does have -2 because of the Dancing Lights. So I'm going to take those away and just give him 1 auto success since he normally have 3. And then we'll roll 1 red and 2 blue, and he does get a lightning bolt. And that's it, though. He needs a lightning bolt and a star to blind, and he needs a star to exhaust, so that's not going to happen. So he's just hitting Icarus for 2 points of damage. Icarus has no armor right now, so we'll roll these up. 2 defense, though. Oh, that's good. Are you ready for this? We're going to go to Thorgar next. He's going to use his Bless and give himself +1 to his attack. He's going to move himself 1, 2, 3, and dash for 4. Now, you can't jump over this, but I do not believe that blocks line of sight. So he can still see that area. He's just not going to be able to actually move from this area to this area. So I believe he can still attack at range 1 with his Blessed Hammers, which, by the way, have a bash if he can do this. Let's go ahead and use our Blessed Hammers. We have 1 auto success because of our Bless, plus the 1 on the card. We will roll up, and this might work. We have 3 total damage. He is going to have to roll 2 blue dice, and he blocks 1, so we dealt him 2 points of damage. That's still not enough. That'll get rid of both of the magic armor. So we're going to need to do this again. We'll throw him a second time, rolling 2 dice, and that's terrible. 2 gremlins. We are definitely going to use our Divine Aid to reroll those. And we get a lightning bolt, and we have a total of 3 hits here, you guys. This is going to work. Our lightning bolt, oh, I just moved it off. Our lightning bolt we're going to use for bash, and let's go ahead and critical him. Let's see what we can do for that. -2, that's going to kill him right there. Oh, yes, and I still get to do the bash. So I'm going to bash, and I'm going to get the -2 total health. So that's going to kill him. It's going to kill him in the X area, because we'll bash him out of our area. So he's going to get bashed over to here, and then he's going to die. And he's going to die in the X area. As soon as the bones touch the ground beside the tombstone, Marcus recites a spell breaking the necromantic magic. The green flames disappear from the skull, and the knight fades to his final rest. This enemy dies. Yes! Remove it from the quest. When there are no more Death Knights in play, go to 6.31. Well, I could go and try and hit that Death Knight, maybe with our Call of Lightning, but the thing is he's going to heal 3 HP at the end of the round anyways. I'm just going to wait and hold on to that for next round. So I'm going to end my activation. Actually, wait, I am going to do one thing. I'm going to use my level 5 here, so it's going to take 3 time, but I'm going to heal 6 HP from Icarus, so that's 5 out of the 6 on him, so he has no damage. There we go. Now we'll draw our encounter card, and we have activate 2 enemies, so we'll activate the green Death Knight. So within range 1 here, we have if charged, use the acid sphere and move away 1 area. Otherwise, move to engage and attack with battle sword. So the way that I just played that last round, and I'm not sure I did that right now that I'm thinking about it, but I'm not going to go back. It's too long. I'm going to say that he can go ahead and use this at 0-1 range on Thorgar, even though he'd normally try and go for Icarus, but Icarus is within range 2. So I'm going to have him say that he can go in and attack Thorgar with the Acid Sphere and then move 1 area away. So the Acid Sphere is 2 auto hits, 2 red, 2 blue, break, potential poison 2. Ouch. Let's see how much pain Thorgar can endure. And we have a lightning bolt but no star. So the lightning bolt is a break. So we have no armor anymore. That's going to break our 1 point of armor. But we do have 1 magic armor at least to block this point of damage. And then we're getting hit for 4. So we can roll 4 blue dice. Thank goodness we have our scale armor. Bring it. Let's roll them up. We blocked 3, so we take 1 point of damage. That'll be our 4th damage. He'll then move away 1 area, right back to here. And you know what that means? When he activates next time, I do think that's going to block line of sight, but this doesn't, so he's going to attack Thorgar again. Let's go ahead and move to that event phase. Please don't be bad. Please don't be bad. Oh, read and apply the story event 2 effects. Suddenly, the minds of the heroes are blinded by visions of failure, a defeat shaped by burning cities and the screams of the dying. Then, all at once, the vision warps into an ancient skull, its eyes lit by an unearthly purple glow. The skull utters a painful echo in the mind. You will fail! It disappears under a robe covered by magical runes. Powerful as the will of the heroes may be, the vision tests them to their utmost. Repeat the next step for each hero in play, and we're going to start with Thorgar. And it says, the hero must roll a save. If successful, we gain 3 soul shards. Otherwise, we must roll a blue die and apply the results. Oh my gosh. With a shield, he must drop all their equipped weapon in their area and become exhausted. With a hit, if the area is controlled by enemies, he must move away 2 areas and becomes KO'd. And then with one of these, the gremlins, they suffer critical. Thorgar rolls 1 die, and he saves. Beautiful. That's 3 soul shards. 1, 2, 3. That puts us at 25. Let's do Icarus next. He needs a star, and he does not get a star. So let's roll a blue die, and he gets a hit. So that says if the area is controlled by enemies, it's not controlled by enemies, so I don't believe any of that happens. And then finally, Ariel will go, and she gets a hit, so she is good. That will give us 3 soul shards, so we're at 28. Let's go ahead and refresh. Our scale armor will get 1 magic armor on it. Thorgar will get a total of 5 damage because of this fire, but then this fire is finally removed. Icarus will gain 1 point of damage because of the poison 2, but then of course he has his troll ring. And then let's go ahead and tick down our powers. And then let's see if we can save for our poison, and then we're going to have to draw another encounter card. Come on, Icarus, you can do this. Well, I dropped the other die, but it doesn't matter. I got it on both. Sweet. So we finally got rid of that poison. We shook it off. Let's go ahead and draw our encounter card, and we have activate 1 enemy. We'll look at the board quick, but I'm pretty sure Thorgar is the only one that is within line of sight. So if charged, it would use this attack, but it's not going to do that. Otherwise, it's going to move to engage and attack with a battle sword. Looking here, I'm pretty sure he has total line of sight to Thorgar. I don't think, though, he has line of sight to these guys over here. We're hitting those big stone walls. So that's why I'm saying he's going to attack Thorgar, which is a bit of a bummer. I'd much prefer that he went over to the other area, but he'll come over here and attack Thorgar. And don't forget, he is dominating Thorgar. Just so you understand, he has this flying ability. So right now he's considered airborne, but it's only until his next activation, and since we're activating him now, he'll no longer be airborne, which is very good. So he's going to get 3 auto successes on Thorgar right off the bat. He'll roll 2 red and 1 blue, and we have 2 more hits. We've got a star, so it's lethal 2. So 2 points of damage will go right through. 1 will be blocked by this magic armor. The other one he'll take 1 point of damage for, so that's his 6th point of damage. Ow. Then he's getting attacked for 3 more points of damage, and we can roll 3 blue dice because we have no armor. First of all, he negates armor, but second of all, our armor's broken. So we'll roll these. That is definitely not an... Sorry about that. That's not a blue die. Here we go. Here's our 3rd one. Okay, 2 shields. We'll take another point of damage. That'll put us to 7 damage. First thing I want to show you is I have my bloodstone here. It does have 5 points of damage on it because I have definitely suffered as Thorgar more than 5 points of damage, considering I have 7 points of damage on it. Just wanted to show you that in case we decide we want to use that during this quest. So then what we're going to do, we're going to use our blessed hammers. Here's our plan. We can bash him out of our space, and that's an action. You can do actions in between our movements. So we're going to bash him out of our space, then we're going to move to his area, and we're hopefully going to bash him out again and get him into that appropriate location where we can actually kill him. That's the plan, at least. So we have 1 auto success here. I am also going to use my bless, but instead of blessing myself, I'm actually going to bless Ariel. I'm not looking to do all the damage this round. I'm looking to give Ariel the ability to do all the damage. So I'm going to use the level 1 here. We have 1 auto success, rolling 1 red and 1 blue. Awesome. That is perfect. We can definitely bash him. We're going to do that. We're doing 3 points of damage. He has 2 magic, I should say 2 defense, actually. So that's going to block 2 of those. And then he has 2 magic armor. We're going to use 1 of them to knock it down to 1. But that means we can bash him out of our space. We're going to bash him over to here. Now, from how I understand it, if you look at this wall, we can totally bash him into here our next time, as long as we can actually bash him. So I only think we need to bash him 1 more time. So we have spent our first action. We're now going to move in here, and we're going to do this a second time. If I can get 3 successes again, I can take off his other magic armor, which would be absolutely perfect. No, instead I rolled terribly, so I'm going to go ahead and use my divine aid to re-roll. And, well, we got 2 hits. We have no lightning bolts. Bummer. So we did a total of 3 points of damage. He's got 2 armor. We will get rid of his 3rd magic shield, or his 2nd, I should say, with the 3rd point of damage. Let's try this one more time. Okay, we really need a lightning bolt. Come on, lightning bolt. Boom. That worked. We're just going to hit his armor, but we are going to be able to bash him. That will be all 3 of our actions. We're going to shove him into this space. We can still move. I think I am going to move into that space, though, with him, and we can still do a regular attack. Before we do that, though, we're going to go ahead and use our healing elixir. We're going to heal the 7 points of damage on us. We'll then use our Thunder Strike. We have 3 auto successes. Remember, he's considered 2 characters, so he's dominating us. We can't focus. We've used our 3 actions. So we'll just roll 1 red and 3 blue dice. Oh, I only rolled 2. Here's our 3rd. Oh, that is actually super nice. So we are going to critical him. There are only, I feel like 3 criticals left in this bag. So his critical is KO, which we can't do because he is flying, so that's useless. We're hitting him for a total of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. We'll remove 2 of these because he has 2 armor. So we're hitting him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 total damage. That means he has 8 health remaining. We'll flip our encounter card, and we have activate all enemies in full health. No, we dealt him 5 damage. Otherwise, all enemies will use their enemy power. And while I'm looking at this Death Knight, I don't see that, I think it's actually called an evil power. I don't see an evil power. So I think that means they don't actually do anything. You guys let me know. I actually I've not seen many that don't have an evil power, so I'll take it. I'm realizing that Thorgar is in the Waypoint X's location, so we should read this. These finely carved tombstones bear the coat of arms of the Knights of the Rose. Marcus believes that the empty graves of the knights are still under the power of the 3 gods. He turns to the party and states, "Despite the evil all around us, these graves are still sacred ground and the gods may help us." It says here we can open the shrine in Waypoint X, and then once per round, an active hero over this waypoint can spend 1 action to heal 1 HP and remove 1 body condition. Cool. Let's go ahead and move to Ariel's turn now. She's been blessed by Thorgar. She is going to focus for her first attack, and she's going to attack with the Ice Manipulator. So we have 2 auto successes, the focus for 3, and then the +1 thanks to the Bless. But this is not a blunt attack, so we're going to have to remove 2 of those. So we start with just 2 successes. We're going to do the level 3, rolling 4 blue dice and 1 red. I need a lightning bolt here. I need a lightning bolt. Oh, beautiful. I got a lightning bolt. I hit for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. The lightning bolt negates out all of his armor, so the 4 damage will go right through to him. 5 plus 4, he has 9 points of damage. We still need to deal 4 points of damage to take him out, so I'm going to do for my second combat activity the Sunstrike. I've got 3 auto successes plus the 1 from the Bless, rolling 1 red and 3 blue dice, and that actually looks pretty good. I did forget this is not a blunt attack, so I need to remove 2 of these successes, but I still hit him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus the 9 on him is more than the 13, and he is in the Waypoint X location, so he is gone. He's going to give us a treasure and 6 soul shards, so we're going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are almost ready to level up Thorgar. Our treasure that we'll find is the Scarab, and this gives us 1 magic defense when defending +1. Oh, this is actually pretty good. She could hold it, but I like my elven boots, so I'm probably just going to drop it. Actually, I have enough space. I'll pick it up for now because I can always sell it. Once the sorcery is dispelled, the magic halo fades away and the temple's door suddenly opens from the inside. A Death Knight wielding a wicked scythe steps out from the gloom. Oh no, we're not done. The guardian of the temple has arrived. The Grim Reaper is poised to deliver death, single-mindedly determined to bar the way to any living being. Oh man! We need to open up the Gremlin spawn gate, place the red Death Knight over that spawn gate. We're going to spawn no enemies, because there'll be 1 enemy out -2, thank goodness. In the next enemy turn, activate the red Death Knight instead of drawing an encounter card. I'm going to remember this. I'm going to place a token. I think it was Justin or Jason. I think you reminded me of that. Thank you. And then resume play until that Death Knight dies. We can see here all but blunt attacks are -2 hits on him. He's got 2 armor and 3 magic armor. He'll give us 2 treasures and 9 soul shards. 19 health right now. Okay, we're going to give him 2 powers. Oh, actually, he's going to have 24 health. Sorry, no, because he's vigorous. And what else is he going to be? He's also going to have hard skin, so all attacks against him are -2 hits. Wow, this is going to be fun. Here we have his enemy scroll. I'm just going to activate him because Ariel doesn't have anything else she can do. She's going to stand there and cower. Just so you know, he's an undead warrior, so he ignores stun, poison, and bleeding. He's considered 2. An army of darkness, all other undead. We don't have to worry about that because there's no other undead out. He is going for the one that is the most wounded, which is Icarus, of course. He is going to be within range 2. So it says, if charged, use Fire Sphere. Yes, that's what he's going to do. And then otherwise move to engage and attack with scythe. Then if engaged with 2+ heroes, he's not. So he's not going to do the second part. He's just going to do the Fire Sphere, which that's 3 auto hits, 3 red, 3 blue. We've got a bash, a fire 1, and an AoE of 1, which would then hit everyone if we get a star. Here we go. This is the Fire Sphere attack, and we get a lightning bolt and a star. So let's go ahead and do the lightning bolt first. Lightning bolt means everyone is going to get fire 1. We're also all going to get bashed. I'll have to figure that out in a second. But first, let's just resolve all of this. So we're all going to get fire 1. Then we're all going to be attacked by this because we're all within 1 area of each other. Let's start off with Icarus. So Icarus has 2 magic armor, so he's going to be able to negate this 2 points of damage. But then he has no regular armor left, so then he's going to get hit for 3 points of damage. He'll roll 3 blue dice, and he gets 1 armor, but he has a star, so he can reroll these. That's 2 armor, so he took 1 point of damage. That puts him at 2. That's not terrible, actually. Then we have, let's do Thorgar next. Thorgar has no armor, so he's just going to have to roll for his 4 blue dice. And let's see, how much does he negate? He gets 1, and the lightning bolt will let him reroll any defense dice. Oh, thank goodness. He's going to reroll all 3 of these. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, so he will block 3 of this damage. He'll take 2. That's his first 2 since he just healed. And now we're on Ariel. This is the one I'm the most worried about. She has a total of 4 magic armor. So that'll be 1, 2, and 3, and 4. That actually wasn't bad right now. And she'll roll 1 blue die, and she blocks that one. So she is okay. That's it, right? Oh, and then we're going to do the bash. So I'll have to figure out the bash. I actually don't feel like you'd bash them anywhere because they can't get farther away from him. I mean, I guess Thorgar could get bashed to here. Sure, let's do it that way. But then the other two are already as far away as they can be. We can't move through here. There's a gate. We got slammed into the gate. That's basically what happened. He comes out, he shoots out a fire sphere and just annihilates us. Okay, that was the activation after Ariel. You know who's left is Icarus. And guess what? He's slowed. I think what we're going to do, we only can do 1 movement, 1 action activity, or 1 combat action. We're just going to move into the same space as where he's at. The reason I'm doing this is because if I don't do that, and that Death Knight activates, he's going to come into here and summon a skeleton. I do not want a skeleton. So I'm going to go in there. It means that Icarus is going to get hammered. That's all he can do. So he's going to go ahead and discard his slowed. So at least he won't be slowed next time. And let's draw an encounter card. We'll draw and we get the Dark Ritual. Activate all M enemies. This guy is considered an F enemy. He's a Faith enemy. Oh, that's great. Otherwise, each enemy recharges 1. So yeah, he's going to recharge his 1 and heal 4 HP. The nice thing is he's already at full, so that's not going to do anything. We'll then move to the event phase, and we'll simply discard Story Event 2. And let's go ahead and refresh. Icarus will just simply discard this. He'd take a point of damage and then heal. Thorgar will take 1 point of damage and then get rid of this fire. And then Ariel will also take 1 point of damage and get rid of this fire. We've replenished our magic armor, so I left hers there because I knew that was going to happen very quickly. And then let's go ahead and tick down all of our powers. This is looking like it's going to be a fun round. I do have my Magic Bolt and my Ice Storm ready, so I think I'm going to start off with Ariel, doing some pretty hard damage on him, see where we get, probably go with Thorgar next, and then end with Icarus. But of course, it's going to all depend upon what he does. So let's see. I think it makes the most sense to start off with Ariel, so she is going to move 1 over to here, and then she's going to try and attack that Death Knight. First thing she's going to do is throw some dancing lights into this guy's face. He'll have -2 attack and -2 armor for this round. Then we're going to spend our first action and use our Astral Cape here. So the target enemy will discard 2 of his 3 magic armor. He'll still have 1. But then what we can do is take this and that puts that on us. We have a total of 6 magic armor. That's awesome. We're also going to have him just straight suffer 2 points of damage with our Magic Bolt. We'll then go ahead and use our Ice Storm. This will ignore enemy resistance, but unfortunately it's not going to ignore the hard skin, so we'll only have 2 auto successes. We got 4 because we were going to focus for our second action. So we're hitting him for 2, and then we're going to roll 2 red and 4 blue dice. I want to see so many hits here. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. I have 2 that have not hit. So it's the question of, do I want to spend to reroll? We did negate out all of his armor. Thorgar, is it worth it? Oh, come on. The more damage we do this time, because we're going through everything, the better. So I'm going to use Thorgar's reroll to reroll both of these. That was useless. Neither of them did anything. Gosh darn. So we're hitting him for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 1 magic armor, and he doesn't roll any dice, so he'll take 5 points of damage after that. That means he has a total of 7 damage. I'm not entirely sure if this is worth it. We're going to spend 2 soul shards, though, and try with the Mystic Scepter. This means that we're attacking with 2 auto hits, but he has hard skin, and it's not a blunt attack. So I actually have -4 hits right off the bat. So I'm going to put 2 -2s up. The only advantage is right now he has no armor. So if I get more than 2 hits, I'm going to automatically hit him. So I need to get 3 hits to make this worth it. Come on. We've got 1, 2, 3 total hits. That means I did 1 point of damage. So he'll go to 8 damage. Well, I think it's safe to say this guy is not going to be a pushover. We're going to flip Dark Tranquility, though. That will make him a pushover. We'll go ahead and not activate him, and we'll shuffle this up. And you know what I'm realizing? I did not activate him after the time phase. I am not going to cheat. Well, at least I'm going to try not to cheat. Sometimes I cheat, and it's not on purpose. We have the Brute Force. Yeah, Brute Force. Activate all strength. He's not a strength, so we're just going to activate him. If charged and engaged with 2+ heroes, that's not going to happen. Otherwise, attack with Scythe and move 1 area away. He's coming in on Icarus with 4 auto hits, rolling 1 red and 1 blue. Let's see what he gets. Well, he does get a lightning bolt. That's lethal 3. So 3 out of the 4 of these damages are going to go right through. Granted, he doesn't have any... Well, he has 1 armor left, actually. He has 1 magic armor to block one of those lethals, but he'll take the other 2. So he'll go to having 4 points of damage. And then the final point of damage that would be he would be attacked with, he can use his 1 armor to block. So not terrible. He's got 4 points of damage. As you can see, I gave him the full attack for that one. I did not subtract the -2 hits from aerial because he would have had the full attack if we had done that after the time phase. I'm going to have him jump over to here, and he will be now engaged with aerial. Thorgar will go next. He's now going to move himself into this area as well. And remember, Icarus here is not in that same area. There we go. And he's going to attack. First thing he's going to do is spend 1 action and try and chuck some holy water at this guy. And we get a hit. Awesome. He suffers 3 damage. Now they're immune to stun, so they can't get stunned. But that will give him a total of 11 damage. Then I'm going to go ahead and discard this Bloodstone. I'm going to take 5 damage. That's going to put me up to 8 damage. But I'm going to have him suffer 5. So that's going to have him go from 11 damage to 16 damage. I'm then going to go ahead and bless myself. I'll do the level 1 and then give myself a +1 to my attack. I'm going to use my Thunder Strike, which means I can attack for a total of 3. Focus for 4, and the Bless for 5. He has the hard skin. I lose 2 of these, but this is a blunt attack, so he doesn't get that -2. I'll roll 1 red and 3 blue dice. He is going to suffer a critical, so I'll go ahead and grab a critical from the bag, and he gets a -2, straight -2 to his health, so that will be 2 more damage to him. That puts him to a total of 18 damage. We need 24. So he has no magic armor, he has no regular armor. We're dealing him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more points of damage. That puts him to a total of 23 damage. We only need 1 more and we've defeated him. And I can't think of a better way than to throw some hammers at him. What do you guys say? So this is going to give us 2 auto hits, which then will be negated because of his hard skin. So we roll 1 blue and 1 red. Come on, I just need a hit. Boom, there we go. Took him out. I'll also do a critical. Let's see what the critical would be. I will grab... Oh, -1. That's exactly what we need to take him out anyways. Awesome. We'll go ahead and grab 2 more treasures. And we have an Inferno's Tongue. Can't even use that. And the bandages. We can definitely use that. Thorgar will definitely pick that up. And 9 more soul shards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are at 41. That means Thorgar can get to level 6 at the beginning of the next quest, Quest VII. When the last undead guardian falls, the heroes are finally free to enter the dark passage and face the unknown dangers yet to come in that Temple of Doom. The party gains 3 per hero. Holy crap, we're going to gain 9 more soul shards and proceed to Quest VII. 9 more will just pop us up to 50 soul shards. Well, that, my friends, is the end of Quest VI. We only have 1 more quest and we're done with Act 2. I kind of can't believe that. Thank you to all of you, my faithful few that continue to watch this. I appreciate it. It's so much fun to share this with you. Hopefully I made a little less errors in this one. I feel like I did, but I'm sure I missed stuff. Really, really enjoying it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll get to Quest VII, and then we'll move on to the dragon.
You